Modern Dude Chat is presented by Beard Supply. Go check out their all natural beard care products at beardsupply.com.
Hey guys, welcome to the Modern Dude Chat podcast. We're your hosts, Cody and Chuck. The holidays are upon us, and we've got some whiskey to get us through it.
On this episode of Modern Dude Chat, we talk turkey, we got Black Friday Thanksgiving talk, and some weird news and sports updates. So stick around, we're going to have some fun. And with that being said, let's do it. Woo!
That's pretty good, Chuck.
Welcome
Oh, hey, you almost crossed the
Again.
line there.
to Modern Dude Chat. Oh, I'm going to walk up to the line today. I'm just going to let you know. I do have weird news, and one of them's going to toe the line on politics. So
Uh-oh.
get ready.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding. It's not that bad. It's just funny to me.
Just to reiterate, we don't talk politics on here.
We don't.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. We don't talk politics. We do talk conspiracy theories.
You leave that stuff at the door,
Just
Chuck.
leave that there. I'll just leave that sitting.
Don't cross that threshold.
Hey, you may not picked up on it. You may have. Who knows? I don't know. If you didn't, go back.
It was very, very faint.
Oh man. Whew, dude.
Yeah.
Back again for another episode. This is we got 3 episodes left. This one and 2 more.
That's right.
And that's the end of. Are we gonna call it year 1 or season 1?
I like season 1.
You like season 1?
And we could just,
All right.
put a bow on it and call it year 1, season 1.
Year 1, season 1.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm torn. I like
okay.
I like year 1. We'll have to.
Okay, year 1.
We're on different sides of the fence.
Okay.
Tell
Tell you what. Whoever wins the pick'em at the end of the season gets to
Gets to
determine
name it?
whether it's 1 year or season 1.
All right, that's the first bet.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
You
do
like
that.
that?
Yeah, if we come up with something else, we'll add on to it. But that's bet number 1.
Okay.
You're very much in the lead on that, by the way. So, anyway, so what's been going on since last time we met up?
Dude.
Anything?
Not a whole lot, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing. Did we tell you?
Yeah, go ahead. 'cause
Okay.
I'm stumped. I couldn't.
Well,
honestly,
I
couldn't tell you.
have seriously just been living in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I've made myself a part of the Star Wars universe. Between coming back from Galaxy's Edge, my toys all coming in, my lightsaber, my droid, all that came in.
It's all here.
Been checking that out, and then as we talked last, Disney Plus came out.
Yeah.
2 episodes of The Mandalorian has been released. The other one's Friday released.
Nice.
So when this comes out, Mandalorian comes out. It is dope.
Mhm.
It is worth the
did see
subscription
episode
alone. And then they released also all the Star Wars catalog. So before the 9th movie comes out,
Yeah.
I've started rewatching all that. And then to top it all off, for any gamers out there, I do like multiplayer, but everything's multiplayer now. Probably once or twice a year, you'll get a really good single player game,
Mhm.
and that's what I still like. And coincidentally, the one this year is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
Nice.
and it came out on Friday, and I've been wearing it out, and
Yeah.
it is awesome. So yeah, my life has.
Is it like a
It-
story mode type thing?
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
just one player story, explore,
Yeah.
lightsaber, fight stuff,
Awesome.
missions kind of thing.
I got to check that out.
It's really, and it's all coincidence, I guess, because everything's tying up to this final movie coming out
Yeah.
for like the Skywalker saga or whatever.
Yeah.
So by coincidence, I'm completely into Star Wars right at this moment.
I
so
hear you, man.
If it didn't happen in Star Wars, I don't know about it right now. So, anyways, I've been nerding out for last week,
Right on.
and I don't regret it. Not one bit.
How's being back in the groove
Oh, I'm still
after
I'm still
after
struggling.
Disney?
I'm still struggling. I've still not done stuff around the house. Even like I just like laundry and stuff piling up. My wife was like, "What are
Yeah.
you doing? Have you like just quit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I've thrown in a towel." Between vacation and the end of the year, I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll check back in January 1st. I'm over everything right now. I just want to chill the rest of the year. So, long story short, no, I'm have not snapped out of it, and I'm
Yeah.
afraid I'm not going to because the holidays are starting, and
I
now
know.
I'm just like checking out of everything.
Yeah, man. You're just gonna cross right on over.
Yeah, just November or January 1st. Just I'll check back in.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, not a whole lot. We didn't do a whole lot this weekend. I avoided once again raking up leaves and all that. So
All right.
I still got leaves all over the yard.
I was trying to get one more mow my grass yard work in before it hibernated, and I
Yeah.
missed that window. So
Yep.
like a week and a half ago, my yard was green and could still be mowed. Now after that freeze last week,
yeah.
full hibernation. So I'm not touching it. I don't want to mess it up because my yard is looking nice.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Yeah. I mean, anything else, Chuck?
No, I'm good. But we're here
Just living life.
for episode 42, and you know what we come here for, Cody.
Yeah.
We come for the
Always.
drinks.
We come.
We come for the drink.
the
We
drinks.
stay for the banter. So let's get them
Let's
drinks
do this.
poured
You
up.
ready?
Yeah.
I have an
Or-
exciting one.
Okay. Well, and I know we're kind of switching up because you got something to go on. Do you want to do your music first?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do fresh
All right.
track.
We're gonna switch it up because
Let's do
Cody's
fresh
got
track.
some tie-ins to the drink. So let's go
Yeah.
ahead and hit up the
Yeah,
fresh
yeah.
tracks.
This is a real quick, fresh track. Fast track, fresh track.
Too fast, too furious.
This is just something that I came across recently, and I thought I'd share it. It's a little bit different. It's more mellow. What would you call it? Kind of along the lines of like Billie Eilish, which she has a new single out as well.
Billy
Check that out.
English,
Yep.
good artist.
But so like I said, I came across this, figured I'd share it. I thought it was good.
All right.
It's called, the band is called Slender Bodies. Actually, I think it's only two guys.
Sounds like
So
a
it's
scary
very
movie.
electronic, mellow-ish, you know. That song is called Moods by Slender Bodies. Go check it out.
Moods by
pretty good
Slender Bodies. Okay.
It's the type of music I like to listen to when, for instance, I'm like doing work or something on the computer.
Nice little
Good.
background tunes.
Background tunes, yeah.
Okay.
When you're working.
I got you.
On the computer specifically. So yeah, go check that out. Slender Bodies, Moods. And that, Chuck, will take us right into the feature this week.
Yeah, hit me with the feature.
You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what inspired this week. I came across a series on YouTube, and it's called Talk Turkey.
Talk turkey.
Yeah.
Talk turkey.
So
Turkey talk. Talk turkey.
Yeah, Talk Turkey, not Turkey Talk. Talk Turkey. So it's a 4-part series on YouTube. I encourage everybody to go check it out. It's pretty cool. And it includes Matthew McConaughey. We both love that dude.
Fans.
Anything he touches is just, you know, it's Matthew McConaughey.
It's all right.
It is. So I watched, they're all like 10, 15-minute videos. But he talks to somebody that kind of like inspired him, or their story inspired him. So they sit down and they talk about just how awesome these individuals are over some whiskey. And the reason it's called Talk Turkey is that's because Matthew McConaughey is creative over at Wild Turkey. He's the creative director. And also the co-creator of this whiskey that I brought today.
Very
Which
intrigued.
which is part of the Wild Turkey family. So
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey is, we've talked about him a few times on the episodes in the past where he, for instance, he has part ownership of the club down in Austin, right?
Yep.
Soccer club.
Yep.
And he just keeps anything he touches.
He's
is
the
just
minister of culture at
Yeah.
UT.
Yeah.
And he's teaching a class.
Awesome. He's a professor. So another notch on the belt here. He's also the creative director over at Wild Turkey and the co-creator of this whiskey that I brought tonight. And the whiskey that I'm
he's in
talking
the whiskey
about.
game.
That's right. It's even got his nice little signature on it.
Yep.
So, what I brought, Chuck, is like I said, it's part of the Wild Turkey family. This is called Long Branch, and it's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, oak and Texas Mesquite Charcoal refined. 43% alcohol by volume.
Okay, so before you go further, I got to ask. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
if you haven't listened to the previous episodes, I gave Cody a challenge a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a regular, everyday drinking whiskey. We already had one. It was okay. Is this entry number 2? You said you were going to give me 3.
This is entry number 2.
This is officially entry number 2.
Wild Turkey is, in my opinion, famous for being like one of those whiskeys you can that's fairly priced. You can go and just grab it off the shelf, and it's decent. You get what you pay for, you know. But Wild Turkey, they've got some good stuff out there. And
Well-
I honestly have never had this one, Chuck.
I have high expectations.
Yeah, and I'm honestly excited because I don't know, it just plays well. That series I found, Wild Turkey is a good whiskey.
I mean,
brand
and
that's out there
just-
and popular and
Visually, I like
Yeah.
how the bottle looks.
yeah.
I mean,
and
it'll look cool on your shelf, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just chilling on your bar. It
Yeah.
looks good.
and it's co-created by Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
himself. That oak and Texas Mesquite Charcoal refined. I like how they threw the Texas in there, so you know it's got like Matthew McConaughey
I mean,
written all
yeah,
over it,
you
what I
know,
mean?
you don't even have to put it on the bottle, okay? You just put McConaughey's name on
Right.
something that just
Right.
immediately McConaughey means Texas.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
the definition.
Exactly.
So, all right,
So
dude,
that
I'm excited.
That series inspired this week's feature. Highly encourage you guys to go check it out. It's really good. It's a nice little short series, and I enjoyed watching it. And it inspired this whiskey, Long Branch from Wild Turkey.
And you haven't had this either.
I have not had this.
Dude, let's pour it up. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm very much looking forward to this. I have high expectations.
And Chuck, we're having this neat.
Yep,
So everybody out there, reminder: neat is no ice, straight from the bottle.
we're neat fellows. Actually, I don't have a preference. I just like, hey, Cody, whatever you're doing, I'll do it.
I like that.
Nope.
Submit.
No regrets.
All right, sir.
Ooh, I'm excited. How's it smell?
Smells delicious.
I'll be the judge of that. Let me see here.
All right.
Breathe with my mouth or smell with my mouth. Okay.
Does it? Do you get a sense of like smoothness from this aroma? I do.
I mean, it's definitely whiskey. I'll say
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
and
There's only one way to find out.
yeah, and I should have probably not, just because when you smell. I mean, just for whiskey in general, when you smell it,
Yeah.
you automatically get flashbacks, or or you get excited depending on what your experience
So
is.
those nights when you were shooting whiskey instead of sipping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This definitely smells like times I don't remember. All right, but let's cheers it up. I
Cheers,
am
man.
excited.
Cheers to
Oh.
McConaughey.
Cheers to McConaughey.
I really like that.
It's got a nice burn to it. It does burn.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Dude, I'm sitting on it for a second.
I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead and
Go ahead,
say
because
that
I'm going to have to take another sip before I really.
I hands down like this over the 1792 already.
My first sip, me too.
Okay, yeah, it's got a unique. It's
Dude, it
definitely
is. Like the aftertaste, like the taste sitting in my mouth right now.
Hey man, it's that oak and Texas Mesquite Charcoal refined.
Dude, I'm
It's pretty good, and
holding judgment.
good, man.
It does have a burn to it.
It does, but it's pretty smooth. For Wild Turkey, I like it. Long Branch. Chuck, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I feel like
it tastes good.
based on your reaction, I feel like you're middle of the road, but like maybe a notch or two above that.
and that's what I'm debating. That is what I'm debating here, because
Yeah.
you know what? I'll do it. I'm
Here.
gonna.
Check
What's
this out.
that?
Check this out. I'm gonna change it up on the spot.
Okay.
I'm gonna add. I got some Topo Chico here.
Okay.
It's not flavored. It's just basic Topo Chico. I'm gonna mix it with your whiskey and take one more drink, and then give me your thoughts.
Okay. Trust you on this. Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah. That's all you need. See what that does. Because you might like to mix it. And I often do Topo Chico and whiskey. It's pretty good. Does that help?
It takes the edge off.
It does, right?
Dude, that's not a bad combo.
I know, right?
Okay, so here's where I'm at.
Okay.
Here's why it's taking me so long. First drink, it was good.
Yeah.
But it was like I had to let it sit 'cause I was like, I don't know, it could go either way.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
And then so my first reaction, I was like, man, I don't want to. I wanted to give it the same rating I've been given, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it 8. Actually,
Nice.
is what I'm
Nice.
going with. So, like
I like
you
that.
said, I'm right. It's upper notch, but I want to go a little bit above just because
Yeah.
it had me thinking. And dude, it's not. It's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I first took a drink, I was like, ooh. I mean, it's got a little kick, a little burn to it. Not near as bad as the other one we had.
Yeah.
Definitely better than that one.
Yeah.
I think I gave a 6 on that other one, if I somewhere in that range. So it's
yeah.
definitely better than that.
Yeah.
And I will give it the extra notch up to an 8,
I like it.
just because it's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. And it's smoother. It is smoother.
It is
than the
smoother.
last one.
Yeah, no, and the flavor is good. Like after the burn,
Yeah.
and it's set,
Some good flavor.
there's still good flavor there. I was like, okay, I can sit on this. So sorry, I was kind of held up for a minute.
Oh,
It kind
you're
of
good, man.
Kind of stopped me in my tracks for a second because it did hit me, and then I was like, hold on, let me wait, and it's good. So 8
Nice.
for the Wild Turkey Long Branch.
Nice.
So yeah,
All right, all
we're
right.
off to a great start. So coming up, so next week is, I don't know how you feel about it, but
I'm excited.
it is my hands down, without a doubt, favorite holiday of the year, which is Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And
It's coming up.
I don't know where Thanksgiving falls on your list of things you like, but it is hands down my favorite without a doubt. I'm a fan of food, so
Yeah.
I like the food. I like the cooking. I like getting everything prepped, no matter whose house you're going to.
Yeah.
They're always cooking up food and getting ready, and you get fantastic food in football. I mean, hello, what? There is no other day of the year.
Yeah. I'm
than
trying to think
Thanksgiving.
where Thanksgiving ranks for me, and I would have to say right off the bat top 3. I'm trying to figure out. I really like 4th of July.
Yeah, I know
those
you like
shenanigans.
one of those summer holidays for sure.
Yeah. Just because the food, well, there's still food involved, but it's always like it's typically barbecue.
I just like the
Yeah, Thanksgiving's
the whole
top 3 for
vibe.
sure.
I mean, it kicks off the holiday season.
Yes. Yes.
The Christmas music starts.
I'm with
I
you.
love waking up and I'll turn on the parade. It's still like that's just something I always do.
That's what
I don't
we
ever
do
get to
too.
sit down and watch it, but I'll always
the
wake
background.
up and yeah, it's like the background while we're cooking and getting
Yeah.
things ready for the
Yeah.
day. And then of course Santa comes cruising along at the end of the parade and yeah, dude, it just gets me like amped. And like I said, I like just gathering around with family, friends,
sure.
cooking food, and then you get pretty much football all day.
Yeah.
A bonus day of football. Is what I
Nowadays,
call
it used to be just one game, right? Now it's
It was always
at least
2.
2?
The
Okay.
the Lions always play a home game at noon,
Okay,
and the Cowboys always play a 3:30 at home.
that's right.
So Lions and
That's
Cowboys
that's
at
that
home.
snoozer football,
Ugh.
right?
Yeah, that's the one where your dad or your grandpa's on the recliner with his eyes closed, but he time to try
Yeah.
to touch the remote.
Yeah, that's that.
You hit
snoozer
that
football.
grunt and you
Yeah,
snatches it back.
it's nap time. Turn the Cowboys on.
Yeah, and then now recently they've added the nighttime game, so there's
Yep.
3 games.
Yep.
But yeah, it's my favorite, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm with you.
Do you have any as far as Thanksgiving goes, like traditions or food, like foods you have to have there, or something you always expect?
So
or
the planning is always for us. The planning is always just like
the planning is brutal.
it's brutal, dude. And so I am one of 4 siblings. I'm the oldest out of 4. So we're all older now. We all have families and kids. And, so, like 4 different kids now have extended families that you got to also try to like accommodate and
Dude.
fit in all the Thanksgiving, like
Yeah,
get-togethers. So just planning that in general is just like it's brutal. Trying to figure all that out and make everybody happy.
Make everybody
make
happy.
sure everybody can be there.
Make all the pieces fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Do you guys do
same way?
Same. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like everybody has that problem, right? Like
yeah,
just
a lot of
planning that
people.
trying
And then
not to
when you
hurt any
have
feelings.
when you have those blended extended families, it gets complicated. I think
It does.
over the years now we've kind of settled into a schedule and a routine we like.
Yeah.
And like because families have grown and older, everyone's schedules kind of shifted. So like now we spread out pretty good. Like it's not as stressful as it used to be. When you try to hit all of them on Thanksgiving, it used to stress me out to the max. And I'll be honest, like would make the day unenjoyable almost for me because it's you're so stressed trying to hit every place up, spend enough time, and it's just it gets too much. And now luckily we spread it out where it's nice and relaxing and enjoyable like it should be. But there for a few years, it was just like I would get to the end of the day and I was like, this isn't even fun.
Right.
Like I'm going so many places. I'm not even getting to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And
you're just running around.
Yeah. And this is why and you probably feel the same way. This is a conversation I have with my wife. Like some places we go, like it's so like we have to be at 4 places.
Yeah.
But those 4 different places, that's their like one place. So they're just worried about that one place, that one Thanksgiving dinner. And we're trying to worry about 4. We're trying to, so it's like,
same here. We're in the same boat.
It's just,
same boat.
It really is a scheduling nightmare.
It is.
And
but it's often like procrastinated and then you don't start talking about it until like 2 weeks prior.
One thing we started, we start planning well in advance because we're like,
good.
hey, we got to, and now we do it like, a lot of my family now, we don't actually do Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, so it kind of shifts around, which is good. It actually works out. But man, used to back in the day, it was a nightmare, and now we kind of settled into different things, so it's much better. But
we're getting there. It's still we're still figuring it out. I mean, like I said, everybody's just got their own little family now, so it's like it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah. Definitely.
But that's one thing like about Thanksgiving that I always kind of dread is just the planning and trying to figure out where to go and make it all happen, and please everybody.
But that's
and
the
see
bad
everybody.
stuff. You're bringing us the bad stuff.
Yeah, no,
I want to know the good stuff.
I'm going back up. So I brought us down. I'm bringing us back up.
There we go. Let's go. Let's make that.
So let's talk food. Let's
talk food.
Let's talk a few favorites real quick.
Okay.
Or traditions. I'm going to go more on the food end, and I guess the first question is, or are you a turkey guy or you're a ham guy?
We do both.
And us Southerners here, I think it's a little bit different up north, but like it's always turkey or ham, right?
Yes. You usually fall into one or the other.
Yeah.
I am straight up turkey dude.
Okay.
But ironically, here in the last few years, I've settled on I cook the ham. So I eat the turkey, but I cook the ham.
Yeah. So I eat them both, but I lean more towards the ham because it's just got flavor,
dude. But, yeah, I get you, dude. I started ever since I got that smoker, man.
It's a game changer.
I've been put on ham duty on more than one Thanksgiving meals this year. So,
dude, my mom makes a great like honey glazed ham.
Okay, and we talked about this at the beginning. This is, and I will try to save you some.
Yeah,
this is what I'm gonna make.
Yeah,
my home glaze, honey glaze with
the
slow and low. Yes. I already have my bottle.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna whip up my glaze to put on my ham that I smoke.
I might have to send my mom's ham over to your house.
We'll trade hams.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
send the ham over. I'll cook that
for real.
sucker.
I'm not even kidding.
Bring it.
Okay.
Dude, or if nothing else, man, I'll save some glaze for you. But or I'll cut some off, let you try it. Because I told you I would next time I cook it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I am making my homemade honey glazed ham. The ham's not homemade, but the glaze
with slow
is.
and low whiskey, right?
Yes, made with slow and low whiskey. So, so I cook the ham, but I'm a turkey guy.
It depends on how you cook the turkey too, though. There's a lot of people that do turkey right.
What's turkey right?
Like seasoned, smoked.
Oh
even.
yeah.
It just depends on how you do turkey. And I guess that's like if it's like a Cajun style turkey.
Yeah, no. If you're not putting seasoning on it or injecting it,
Yeah, it sucks.
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's just
And-
dry.
Yeah, dude. But
White
I am I'm all about that turkey.
Okay, I got you.
So and one of the larger Thanksgivings we've gone to in the past, we actually have like one smoked turkey. Then we'll have
Yeah.
one fried turkey.
yeah, there you go.
And so we get all of it, and it's
Yeah.
dude, it's great. What about sides, dude? Are you into
Yeah.
sides? Like
So-
what's like?
What do I go to
I'm
first?
always interested what other people are having at their Thanksgivings.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's always that one or two dish that is like different for everybody, or like a tradition thing, or one like you can't miss.
Yeah. So in our family, it is the green bean casserole.
One of my favorite things.
Yes. It is the green bean casserole for sure. That's usually the side that is always there, always has been there, and it's always delicious. And then also the sweet potatoes with
Oh boy.
with the marshmallows
Yes.
on top and the
Yes.
just that perfection. And then last but not least, I always go straight to the mac and cheese. Straight up.
Yeah. I
So,
feel you.
Yeah.
Dude,
pretty,
yeah.
Pretty simple over here.
Yeah, that's what about y'all do like any kind of cranberry sauce or anything like that?
So yeah, I mean it's there.
We don't.
It's there,
I'm
but
just wondering if anyone does.
Nobody really eats it. I mean,
I like it when it's done
like
good,
more of a
but
decoration.
but it's just not. I say when it's done good, usually at restaurants or something like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
no, we don't. But dude, sweet potatoes, like that's one of my favorites. But like no one really eats it.
Yeah.
So like at my mother-in-law's, me and her are the ones that eats it. But she always makes a small side of it just for me and her to eat on. And
Nice.
oh man, I look forward to it because that's like the only place to get it. And then like I don't know, my mom makes a cheese ball like as an appetizer thing,
Ooh.
and it is one of my wife and mine's favorite
So
thing
wait,
of all time.
Are you talking about like the dip?
Yeah, like the cream
like a
cheese,
cheese ball,
ham, onion with nuts
half
on
circle,
it. Yes, it's
right?
like a big mound.
Yes.
and
I
you
know
do the
exactly what you're
crackers
talking
and
about.
stuff on
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Dude, my mom makes one,
That's
and
legit.
it is. We request it, and it's like must have. Like that's one thing we look
Yeah.
forward to because we only get it a handful of times a year, and Thanksgiving's one of them.
Nice.
So
It
there's
shows
always
up
that
at
favorite
Christmas
thing.
too, doesn't it?
It usually gets requested at after. So like it kind of dies down throughout the year, and then like Thanksgiving gets brought up. And we're like, oh yeah, because like we'll get it Thanksgiving, we'll ask for it Christmas.
Yeah.
Then like if I'm having a playoff or Super Bowl party, I'll
There
be
you
like,
go.
hey mom, you think you can throw me
Yeah,
a cheese
you wanna whip
ball?
that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dude, yeah,
Nice.
and really like I like the turkey meat, but dude, I'm there for like the snacking, like the
Oh yeah.
appetizers, and
For
I
sure.
just like grazing.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I just graze.
So what about stuffing? I didn't mention that, and I'm sure we're getting like ripped over here by our audience. We're like, "What about the stuffing?"
dude, I just assume
The stuffing and the gravy.
stuffing, dude. So I'm not a big dark gravy fan, which is
Okay.
usually what comes on it.
I like dark gravy.
But dude, I just assume when I eat turkey, stuffing's with it. So like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
I didn't forget it. It's just
Yeah.
in my head. The
It's-
stuffing, because stuffing is like my
no
favorite.
brainer.
Yeah, my favorite thing
Okay.
is the stuffing's good. My life is good. Like, as you can screw up the whole Thanksgiving meal, but the stuffing right, Thanksgiving's great.
Yes, sir.
So
All right.
I just assume that's what.
Yeah.
And
I'm with
I
you.
don't want to leave out a tradition that's not on Thanksgiving; it's after Thanksgiving. Me and my stepdad, we make a turkey just for leftover turkey sandwiches.
turkey sandwiches. Yeah.
Cheese, mayonnaise, turkey, boom.
Yeah.
And we will eat on that for a week. But we love our cold turkey sandwich
Yes, sir, dude.
after Thanksgiving. And we make a turkey now just so we have leftovers. Because there's been some years where we missed out.
It's all gone. Yeah. Last but not least, we need to talk about dessert.
Okay.
What's your favorite dessert? Or what do you look forward to as far as dessert goes?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie? Yeah.
The end.
Easy.
There's no other
So I
dessert.
like pecan.
Ooh.
Pecan's pretty dang good.
So pumpkin and pecan are
With
my
that-
favorite
With
pies.
like that brown sugar
But
crust.
the problem with pecan pie
Mhm.
is that
How do you say it? Pecan or pecan?
I say pecan.
Okay.
How do you say it?
Pecan.
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 It's real easy to screw up.
Yeah.
So if you screw it up, you screwed it up. Like I don't like it, but if it's done right,
Yeah.
it is probably my favorite thing.
I don't make it. I just eat it.
I've tried making
And
it. It
whoever
didn't turn
makes
out
it-
great.
Whoever makes it at our family joint does it right. So
Well, I've been trying to hone in on the pecan pie game, and I'm still working on it. I've
Yeah.
tried it. Haven't perfected
you
it.
know what? I might try that, Chuck. I might try to do
but I
pecan
do
pie.
like a good pecan pie
Nice.
and pumpkin pie, and then the roll, the pumpkin roll.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's one of those grazing items.
I'm with,
right?
I mean, we've talked about my love of pumpkin.
That pumpkin
of
roll,
all
dude.
things pumpkin. So pumpkin pie and pumpkin roll, man, I'm in heaven.
I would almost go pumpkin roll over pumpkin pie any day.
I
sure.
mean, I can't go be that outlandish, but yeah, but both really, really good.
Dude, good call on that pumpkin roll. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. Well, it brought me up because so again, another Thanksgiving we go to, Nana, she makes it's like everyone's gifts for the year. Like you show up, you get your pumpkin roll. And she only makes it
That's
at
awesome.
Thanksgiving. That's the only time of year you can get it.
You better show up.
And yeah, you better show up and better get your name on your list. You get your homemade pumpkin roll and you go home happy. But anyway, yeah, so
That's awesome.
dude, again, I'm looking forward to it. And also on Thanksgiving, what comes also with Thanksgiving, which is now on Thanksgiving, has bled into it, is the shopping.
Yeah,
It
dude.
used to be Black Friday shopping, but now it's just like Thanksgiving holiday shopping. Because now all the stores are like starting Thanksgiving night. And I find that
Consumer America.
insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's great. It is. It's kind of sad how it's like bled into the actual holiday.
I
There's
hate
some
that.
there's some families out there that like the plan is to eat early day, you like early in the day, and
Yep.
then go shopping that night. And
Yep.
That like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't like it.
Because used to it would start at like 3 or 4 in the morning on Friday. So
Yeah,
you would eat,
yeah.
go to bed maybe a little early. I remember my mom and family and friends, like after eating, like in the afternoon and early night,
Yeah.
it was like get all the magazines and papers out and start game planning. What are we going for? Like
That's
making a game
crazy.
plan, and you go to sleep and you wake up and do it. Now it's like you eat at 11 noon, and then they're like, all right, we're going out at like 4
yeah. What's the game
at
plan?
night. And it's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah. On
do y'all
Thanksgiving Day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do y'all participate in any of it?
So, me personally, I haven't participated in years. If I have, it was online. But my wife and sister-in-law, they always manage to get out and go do some shopping. And honestly, me, it's just like I don't want to deal with all the crowd and just like the hype.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But there are some amazing deals out there,
The
and
deals are
I'm
good.
happy when my wife comes back with like a Google Home, for instance. Like we got our Google Home from a Black Friday sale. So, and TVs, a lot of our TVs in the house have come from
Yep.
Black Friday sales. So, I'm usually not there, but my family does participate.
I love looking at the deals.
I'm
and then,
usually
like,
hanging with the kids.
My mom and her friends, they go. They like do it every year.
Yeah.
And then me and my wife, we don't. But like if we see deals and we know people, we have a lot of friends. We're like, hey, snag
Do
this
the
while
shopping
you're
for
out.
me. Yeah, that's the way I like to operate. I'm just like, hey,
And actually, what's become fun, and we kind of look forward to it every year now, is one year. I don't even think me and my wife are married yet, but we typically have Thanksgiving dinner like nighttime 6 or 7
yeah.
with my in-laws, and one year we were like bored and just hanging out. So like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, me, my wife, and my sister-in-law, we just hopped in the car and just drove around town, just stopping into the stores, just kind of after like the craziness, and just stop in and see what's left and see how wild it is. Like we don't go in with a shopping list. We just
Yeah.
wander in there and see what's available.
see all the crazy.
Yeah, picking up knickknacks and like we're not fighting over people. We're just hey, this is cool, or oh, they're all out of this. Oh, let's get this. Like we found that we just like. I mean, we don't like I said we don't plan or nothing. We just go to like the
See what's left
Walmart,
over.
Bell's, Belk and just the stores and just see see the craziness.
So that's an interesting point. I have, like on a Saturday or a Sunday after Black Friday, kind of mosey on into like a Walmart or something or a Target, and just kind of poked around at like whatever's left over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of like,
That's kind of what we do.
here's what's left over from Black Friday sale, like on this shelf over here, and I'll dig through that and find. That's where I find like deals on flashlights. or
Yeah, no,
crap
that's
like
what I'm
that,
talking about,
you know,
like
or
the
like
knickknacks,
a body wash and cologne
stocking
combo.
stuffers, like stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And I love picking up stuff like that. Like I will have a basket of goofy stuff
Heck yeah,
by the time I get back.
that's the stuff I like.
And but we find it fun just because there's like no pressure. We're not like going and looking for stuff. We're just going through like, oh, they still have this left. Is this
Yeah.
good? Yeah, let's grab this. And the crowd's gone by the time
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get
yeah.
there. 'Cause I think Walmart opens at 6 or 7,
Right.
and we roll up there like 9 or 10 at night. So
Yeah.
we're good. But like last year, one of the big things was the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Walmart had like the best bundle or whatever. So by the time we get up there, and I noticed it, so hey, if we find it, we'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they were all out of them.
Really?
And they were about to check out, and someone had set one back on like a candy shelf.
No way.
And I
A
snatched,
Switch?
yeah, like the whole box, and I
Dang.
snatched it up, and I was like, I found one.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I won Black Friday because we found a Nintendo Switch like 3 hours
Somebody
after
probably
they
left
sold
it there.
out.
They're gonna come back. And
Yeah,
get
they
it.
probably hit it and we're trying to come back or something. I don't know. It was just like packed behind some stuff on a random
Oh
shelf.
yeah, somebody was trying to.
And
hide
so I snatched that sucker.
that.
Or it may have been in a buggy that was sitting by itself.
Speaking of which, we're getting a Switch for our kids this Christmas. So if you come across a Switch deal,
I mean,
let me know.
I hope your kids don't listen to this.
They don't.
Okay.
My oldest might, but he's not the one that wants the Switch. It's the girls.
Okay.
They want the Switch.
I want to switch too. They just don't give deals on them.
Yeah.
It's the problem.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking for deals on that Black Friday.
Well-
if there is, if anybody knows about a Switch deal, let me know
Let them know.
for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, no, so we don't participate, but we like just moseying in there
Yeah.
late at night and just
I
see
like-
what's left.
I like the hey, if you're going here, you mind picking this up for me style of shopping.
Oh yeah, no,
For sure.
I'll hit my mom and be like, "Hey, what's the game plan?" Oh, we're going to Target, Bass Pro. I'm like, all right, I need this and this
Right.
if you can get it.
There you go. That's the smartest way to do it right there.
Or we know other people. Hey, what store are you waiting to get into right
Yeah,
now? Okay,
yeah.
I need this if you can get it.
It's
So
great.
we work around. But
we got our
I'm more-
trampoline from
Oh,
Academy.
Oh yeah,
Academy
oh, yeah.
has good Black Friday sales.
Oh yeah, Academy's great.
Sorry, I throw that little tidbit in there. I mean, yeah. So a lot of that crap that I have at my house is from Black Friday sales. To be honest.
Dude, you get some. I mean, the like video game deals are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Usually on Black Friday, electronics.
Yeah.
I think I got my Beats on Black Friday that were like less than $100.
Nice.
And
I heard the Apple Watch is a hot item this year. It's like 129.
No, I'm sure
bucks.
there'll be plenty left on the shelves
I'm
for y'all to
trying
go after. I mean, you don't have to rush out.
Hey,
to get
I'm
that
trying to get
one.
an Apple Watch, man. I've been waiting.
Well, get
waiting for
behind.
those prices
Hey,
to
I got
drop.
my Samsung watch, so
Yeah.
you behind.
I know. I'm
so-
jealous. Time to
I
step
love
up.
it. I love it. I just don't like the Apple Watch because it's square. I
Yeah.
like the Samsung because it actually looks like a watch.
Yeah,
But that's just
true.
That's just
It does
different
look like
things.
a watch.
but
Looks boring.
anyway,
That's what it looks
and
like.
I've more settled into like the Cyber Monday
Oh,
shopping.
yes.
I
Yes.
do more searching and looking
Cyber
on
Monday,
Monday.
I'm all over that.
and doing online deals, which now everyone's doing it. It's not just
Yeah.
Amazon, so Walmart, Target, all of them do.
Yep.
And that's usually when we clean up is on that Monday.
And Beard Supply is famous for doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals.
hey, cheap
So
plug.
shameless plug there. You guys.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Check out
Yep.
beardsupply.com for all your beard and grooming products.
Oh yeah. We usually give out the best deal, which honestly, right now, if you guys are listening to this podcast and you've heard the ads, you already have the best deal that we give all year. So
And you know what?
Stay
just
tuned for that.
just for easy, we'll just drop the ad in right here.
boom. Hey guys, real quick, I want to talk about Beard Supply. It's beard season, and it's time to load up on beard products. If you've never used a beard product, now's the time to get into it. It's beard, quote unquote, season. It's perfect for beard oils, beard balms, mustache wax, beard soap, grooming tools, you name it, we have it at beardsupply.com. Right now, for a limited time, Beard Supply is offering a buy one, get one free, yes, buy one, get one free beard oil at beardsupply.com. Use the code MDC Podcast no spaces. That's MDC Podcast. At the checkout, dump 2 oils into the cart, and you will get one free. Buy one, get one free. MDC Podcast is the code. Go check it out. It's beard season. Don't do your beard a disservice by not taking care of it. Don't let it get itchy. Don't let it get dry. Maintain it, tame it, keep it in control. Beardsupply.com. Beard care for wildlife. Cool. You
Yeah.
ready?
So again, I'm ready to get my shopping on. But anyway, okay. So I have some weird news. For you.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, you told me before
So
the episode
I
you
got
got
a
weird news
few
today.
tidbits I just want to throw out there, and first off, out of Arkansas, our neighbors
Arkansas.
in Arkansas,
Arkansas.
straight out Arkansas,
I like calling it Arkansas.
straight out of a television series.
Okay.
2 chemistry professors in Arkansas were charged with manufacturing methamphetamine
Oh, gosh.
and using drug paraphernalia in a case that compares to the hit drama Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, Arkansas.
So they were these 2 guys, 2 professors at University of Arkadelphia were arrested for after investigators found traces of methamphetamine production at the school laboratory.
They're legit professors?
Yeah, no, they're 2 chemistry professors, and they were cooking up
Holy
meth
shit.
in the school
No way.
labs.
No way.
So,
That is nuts.
so one of them was an assistant professor and director of research, and he'd been there. He
Did you Snopes verify this?
Yeah, dude,
I'm just
this is USA Today, and
crazy.
he was with the university for 5 years, and the other guy was there for, I think he was like a 10-year employee or something like
Wow.
that. So
Were they using or just cooking?
they were cooking it
Oh.
because
Sounds like they were using because they're crazy enough to cook it.
The investigation started with a
school.
report of a chemical odor in the science center, and initial testing indicated an elevated presence of benzene chloride, which classified as extremely dangerous substance by the government and is used in the manufacturing of amphetamines.
Oh my god.
So they shut it down, cleared the air, and all that. But anyway, yeah, two professors are cooking up meth in Arkansas.
That's nuts, dude.
So I thought that was funny, and
That is
and I think it, yeah.
That is weird news
So
for sure.
the Breaking Bad real life inspired. Okay, here.
Wow.
I teased it earlier. I'm gonna borderline go to politics right now.
Okay.
So be prepared.
You're not going to, but you're just going to borderline.
Well, I'm gonna make one comment.
You're
So
gonna tiptoe.
I'm coming after Joe Biden. So
Okay.
Joe Biden fans out there, I'm sorry. And this isn't just Joe Biden in general.
Yeah.
I've made this comment. I don't think I've made it on air, but I make it all the time. I don't. So political for a second. I don't understand why everyone is arguing over who the next president of the United States is going to be when we're keep arguing over 75-year-old white dudes. Not that the white dudes is the problem, but 75-year-old white dudes have a completely different mindset than I would think like our age group does. Like I'm looking for like a 45, 50-year-old dude
Yeah.
that maybe has a little bit fresh perspective and may not croak while they're in office. So anyway, this one's Joe Biden. This is why I say that.
Okay.
Man, Joe Biden says he won't legalize marijuana nationally because it
yeah.
may be. It may
I
still
saw
be a
this.
gateway drug. So Joe Biden is still very much concerned, and he demands more scientific evidence against marijuana being a gateway drug.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
um,
I saw that headline.
yeah, so I saw that and read the article. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, that's the debate. That's the debate
Yeah.
these guys are going to have is whether or not marijuana is a gateway drug.
Well, in the article read, not to get too deep into it, but it specifically mentioned like people within his generation, right? That was the topic of like my generation is not ready for this.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
what was said.
Exactly.
Right.
And his generation is 75 years old.
Which is what you're getting at. Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
I got you.
So, yeah.
Time to move on.
I mean, he even said we need more science behind it. I think the science is there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. But anyway, yeah. So beware. Don't know
That's
if y'all
funny.
know marijuana is by a presidential candidate could still be a gateway drug. So
Yeah, watch out.
just say no, kids. All right. So now we're gonna kind of we got some sports topics, but I got two stories.
Yeah.
That are kind of like weird news that kind of are gonna steer us towards sports. So I
Okay.
just want you to be ready.
I like it. I
don't.
got some huge sports news.
Yeah, and
Can't wait to vent about it, honestly. I want to hear this weird news. What do you got, Chuck? I'm excited. I like it when you bring weird news to the table. It's always good stuff. And this Long Branch, what do you think?
Long Branch is good, bro.
Right?
Yeah. So
A few sips in?
So a competition is coming up that I'm very much looking forward to.
Okay.
It was just announced this week.
Okay.
It is called Jeopardy: The Tournament of Champions.
What?
And they're bringing back the three most winningest Jeopardy contestants of all time.
No way.
And all three are going to play each other for like 4 days straight, or 2 days.
That is awesome.
And it's like the winner after the 2 days add up
Yeah.
is the winner of the Tournament of Champions. So
That is awesome.
they're bringing back James Holzhauer,
Okay.
and he
So real quick, Trebek
Yep.
is the host, right?
Yep.
Wasn't he recently diagnosed with cancer, I believe, of some sort?
Yeah, no, he has like severe.
He's not doing the show anymore, right?
Yeah, no, he's still doing the show.
Is he really? Okay. I couldn't remember if he was still doing the show or not, but
so-
I remember that coming out. Dude, that's really awesome. So
So,
is this on like
so
basic
okay, so
cable?
it's not called Jeopardy Tournament of Champions. That just is what was won.
Okay.
But that's essentially what this is going to be. The guy that just won it is going to face off against Ken Jennings, which I think that was a super famous one, Ken Jennings,
yeah.
and Brad Rutter. And those three will face off in a primetime, greatest of all time tournament on ABC in January,
Wow.
marking the first network airing of original Jeopardy in 30 years.
That is awesome, dude.
So
And that's huge for ABC.
Yeah, so
That's like they're not obviously in the streaming world, but that's one way to compete.
these three players have won close to $10 million in Jeopardy prize money and have won over 100 games between the three of them.
Wow, dude.
So it's gonna be fun.
That's awesome.
I like Jeopardy. I like trivial,
Yeah.
like Pursuit, like trivia shows,
Some
and
good news, Chuck.
Jeopardy's a classic. So if you're into stuff like that, there's gonna be an all-time, pretty much the GOAT Jeopardy
Yeah.
GOAT tournament,
That's awesome.
and that's gonna be on January 7th.
Wow.
2 games, 2 nights, 2 games.
Prime time.
Most combined winnings. Yep, it's going to be at 7
See?
p.m.
Chuck, this is why I still have cable.
So see, yeah, no, it's
why
going
I'm
to be
still
on
hooked
ABC. So get ready, get your Jeopardy merch, and get ready to cheer on the best in the world.
Right on.
And then so now we're going to go into football. So we're going to before we go into like.
Let me.
Do you want to jump in? Because
Yeah.
the next I got football after this.
Yeah,
So,
I'm talking a different kind of football, real quick.
You're talking about footy ball.
Footy ball. All right, dude. Some crazy shit went down the past 48 hours, and I've got to just vent and get my thoughts out there. So I'm a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, English Premier League, right?
Yeah,
And
we're
you
well
you've
aware.
decided to side with Man City.
Correct.
Whatever. So, and I've got a brother-in-law and quite a few friends that are really into like English Premier League soccer. It's so fun to watch. But anyway, so Tottenham just built a new stadium over in London. Daniel Levy is the owner of Tottenham Hotspur. Mauricio Pochettino was the manager and was recently fired as of yesterday. Because Tottenham's had a shit season. So far.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're like down.
It's not good.
I know.
It's in it's speaking of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's they are in jeopardy of
yes.
what's the phrase? What do you call it?
Relegation.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Especially after opening up that new stadium.
Being relegated. So the way the Premier League works, the bottom 3 teams at the end of the season are relegated out of the English Premier League, which means they're kicked out. And then there's another league that pushes the top 3 teams up to the Premier League and takes those 3 spots every season. So anyways, the goal is to not be relegated at the end of the season, not to be a bottom 3 team. And Tottenham has just had a shit season so far, and they're flirting with that. I mean, every time they lose a game, it's just, I mean, they're down there right now. I think they're like 14 or something. But anyways, so this had to happen. Something had to happen. Daniel Levy fired our manager, Mauricio Pochettino, and not even hours after that happened, they hired Jose
Controversial.
Mourinho, which used to be the manager for Chelsea.
Boo.
Yeah, the hated rivalry like Chelsea manager. And then he after that he went on to Manchester United for I think a season.
Boo.
Yeah. So he has a reputation. He has a really good reputation. He's got 3 titles under his belt, Premier League titles. But then he also has a reputation for like ruining teams on his way out. So that's the fear, is what kind of Jose are we going to get? The one that's going to bring a title, or the one that's going to shit the bed and
oh man,
and really,
that's how desperate
really ruin a team
Tottenham has gotten.
Yeah, man. Or I don't know what the word would be for that. Optimistic, maybe. Anyway, so that all happened in 48 hours. Coach, manager Mauricio Pochettino
See if they can turn it around.
fired. Jose Mourinho hired within 48 hours, and in a new stadium. Tottenham is usually a top 5, top 10 finishing Premier League team every season. Has been for the past, I don't know, since I've been watching, which was when Clint Dempsey was playing for Tottenham. So anyways, that's really big news right now in the Premier League. And just a little cherry on top, a month ago, it was announced that Tottenham Hotspur is next in line for the All or Nothing series on Amazon Prime. So All or Nothing, Amazon Prime is literally taping everything that is going on right now, and it's going to be released as the new All or Nothing series.
Yeah, and I think I think you can look for that probably late spring, early summer.
Yeah.
Because last year they did Man City, and I think that's when it came out last year.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun watch. That'll be a good watch.
As soon as this happened, everybody was like, dude, this All or Nothing is going to be like record-breaking views. Everybody's going to be skipping ahead to see what happened in this 48 hours.
Oh, no, you got to see how they got there, because it's ugly.
Well, yeah, it's ugly. I mean, it's a shit season so far. So, I mean, you talk about good TV, that series is going to be a hit. So, anyways, I wanted to get that out there. It's been crazy past 48 hours.
Cody's been excited. He's been watching videos and looking at stuff.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm optimistic. I mean, that's just how the Premier League works. That's how the NFL works. Coaches get fired and they get hired at the next team.
Yeah, but the rivalries are next level. Them hiring the
Premier
Chelsea,
League rivalries are next level.
Them hiring the Chelsea manager,
man,
it's
weird. It is. It's weird. It's something you got to get used to. So I'm adapting over here, and we'll see what happens. He better bring us the title. That's all I got to say.
Man,
we got to turn it around, though. Got to turn it around.
Well, so I got 2 sports NFL stories before we do our picks, and I got a good and a bad. Okay. We'll do the good first because I thought this was awesome.
Okay, let's hear it.
So there is a 6 and under football team. What do you call it? Blah, blah, blah.
Pee-wee?
Yeah, Pee-wee football team.
Football?
Yeah. 6U Pee-wee football team.
Where at?
They're out of Compton.
Oh, nice.
So they went undefeated during their season. They were invited to participate at the National Youth Championship in Florida next month. However, being where they're from, the families don't have the money to cover the cost.
Oh man.
So they set up a GoFundMe. It kind of went viral.
Yeah.
They were looking for $15,000 to get the families and the kids and equipment and
Like
get all
immediate
that
family out there
from Compton to Florida.
Yeah.
So they could watch and participate. Didn't have
It's
the money.
reasonable.
So it gets out there, and they were trying to get a $15,000 GoFundMe done
I bet that got blown out of the water
by
real quick.
December 1st. Well, and they said this. This was on the GoFundMe. It says, "Our boys are all very excited to go and deserve this chance at greatness, as they are the first 6U from their chapter to be invited to such an event. To play, they are required to keep grades in a minimum of 3.1, in which all our boys have met and exceeded. We are strong advocates of education first. GoFundMe.
That's awesome.
They've been training, practicing 3 days a week. Blah blah blah. They're talented. They have every right to go. We just need the money, kind of thing." So, got viral. It started floating around Twitter. Richard Sherman, the All-Pro cornerback from the Seahawks, who now plays for the 49ers. He's from Compton.
I like Richard Sherman.
He's super smart. He went to Ivy League school. Big activist and
education.
Yep, and all that. So he he shared it on Twitter and said, "Someone get me in contact with the person running the show here, please. I respect good football, but I respect the 3.1 GPA more, establishing good habits young. I would like to help." Shared it, and then he realized there's a GoFundMe page, and he followed that immediately up with, "I will just do it through GoFund. Thank you for the help." Right? So moved on. So then, come to find this, people screenshot. I went to verify myself. It was an hour. When I got on there, it said an hour ago, because the GoFundMe page lists the name and how much they donated. So when I looked at it, it said an hour ago, Richard Sherman, $5,000. So I assume he got on there and cut the difference, whatever was left,
whatever it took to make it.
Whatever he took to make it, just dropped it in there and went about his business.
So they're around the $10,000 range. You're saying?
Yeah. And now, actually, as of Tuesday, they've raised almost $30,000.
That's awesome.
So, but I just thought it was cool because he went just on the GoFundMe like a regular person. He was like, "Never mind, I got it. I'll GoFundMe."
Yeah. I'm just gonna go fund it.
At first, he wanted to find who it was and figure it out. Then he was like, "No, never mind. They got to GoFundMe. I got this."
That's
then,
awesome.
sure enough, people went out and checked it. And I even did it too myself and screenshot it. And he's right on there dropping $5,000. And that's not a lot of money for him. But just the fact that you just go that little extra mile to send some kids to something they
might have taken quite a bit to get $5,000 from
right. If it didn't go
people,
viral and it did, that's more than a lot of people can put in or would be willing to put in. So
Dude,
I just thought it was cool that he got on GoFundMe and did it.
Well, no, I'm right there with him. For those kids to maintain an average like that, for that to even be a requirement, is awesome.
And granted, you're talking like first graders.
Yeah,
but still establishing it, especially in that part of the country,
just having that requirement
and where they're coming from. Yeah, that's so he's that was cool. So anyway, I thought that was neat that he did that and did that went about it that way. And then we get to last week. I wish we would have had this when it was super fresh. Myles Garrett, pride of Texas A&M, going.
You talk about something going viral. That went so viral.
He went hardcore Attitude Era WWE on that bitch.
You want to know what's
last
funny?
Week?
So you want to know what the first thing I saw in regards to this story, which is hilarious. Did you see Barstool? The first thing I saw about this story, period, was a photo on Barstool's Instagram account. It showed what was his name? QB
Rudolph.
Was it Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph was the quarterback.
Yeah. It shows a picture of Mason's face caved in on one side. It was like a photo.
Yes. No, I saw that.
It was like, man, Myles Garrett really got to Mason Rudolph, and that was the first thing I saw about that. And I was like, what the hell? What is that? And sure enough, I opened up the ESPN app, and dude, it was just like chaos.
Dude, so normally we talked about my Thursday night routine. I'm usually finishing up the editing on the podcast, and so I'll have the game on my phone,
Yeah.
watching it on my TV, and then I'll be working on the computer.
Yeah.
And I was watching the game, and like I had just gotten done, and between shutting the computer off and walking to the living room, like I shut everything down,
Yeah.
turned my phone off. 30 seconds left in the game, no big deal.
Yeah.
I walk into the living room and just complete chaos is going on TV.
ensues.
And I'm like, what has just happened in the time it took me to walk from my office area to my living room?
Yeah.
And then I hit rewind
Yeah.
and I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible,
Yeah.
but awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, it got way out of hand and shouldn't have went. And now he's been suspended indefinitely.
From the league or from the season?
Well, he's suspended for this season, for the
season
playoffs,
indefinitely. Right.
and to be determined on next season.
Okay.
He's supposed to meet with the commissioner, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he got suspended, but
What are your immediate thoughts, or what were you going to
my immediate thoughts are this is crazy,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like flipping out about it. Like people
Yeah.
were saying disgusting, worst thing they've ever seen.
Yeah.
No.
Like it was assault on the field.
Yeah, no, I didn't care about all that because
The law should have been called.
When you
I
wa-
heard that,
when you watch the replay, Mason Rudolph started it.
yeah, he was.
Then he kept agging it on, and finally Myles Garrett just lost it. And then to follow it all up, the Steelers lineman came over and started kicking and hitting him while he was down.
yeah,
But so it started because Myles Garrett sacked him,
he did. But
took him down kind of hard.
He did, and kind of just like was that jagging with him, wasn't he?
Yeah, well,
Like
the
it was
quarterback.
it was a long.
Yeah,
like,
it was weird.
Extensive,
It was
like,
awkward looking.
He kind of hugged him and just like held him. Right?
Yeah, and then put him on the ground.
and then put him on the ground.
And then,
the
the quarterback didn't like it, I guess, because
Yeah.
it looked like he tried or did kick Myles Garrett in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
And
See,
then
I didn't see that.
he tried. I can't remember which came first. Mason Rudolph tried to get Garrett's helmet off.
But Myles Garrett was like holding on to him still, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he was
on
kind
the
of being
ground.
He was being annoying.
Yeah, and so I think I
trying
think
to get at
Mason
him.
Rudolph tried to take the helmet off, didn't work, and then I think he tried or did kick him in the nuts.
Oh,
And then at that point, Myles Garrett, they're both standing up.
I mean,
just
if he
rips-
connected, I would rip a helmet off.
rips Rudolph's helmet off and backs up, and then Rudolph gets in his face trying to get his helmet back.
Yeah.
And that's when Myles Garrett comes over the top with the haymaker
Clocks him.
and clocks him upside the head with his own helmet. And then that's when chaos ensued. So I mean, the punishment may be okay for Myles Garrett. I just don't like that the quarterback didn't get punished either.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
what
it's the fact that he used the helmet as a weapon.
he
you know?
started it. So here's what I equate it to. He started it, got his ass whooped, and then he's complaining about getting his ass whooped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he started a fight.
Yeah.
It's like Myles Garrett didn't start the fight, but he finished it.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not in the best fashion,
Yeah.
but he finished it. And
Yeah.
now, but of course, how it always goes, he's the one that's going to get punished.
right.
So anyway, I thought it was crazy. I thought it was I root for chaos. So when stuff like that happens, as long as no one's like severely injured or died, I'm like, this is.
Yeah, a lot of people are just like,
Still
you
one
know,
of my- one
this
of
is football. Let the men be men. You know, they get at it. They get at it every play like that. You know, but that just went a little too far. The helmet came off, and he used it as a weapon, which is not good.
Yeah, and so like I'm a fan of just like chaos. Like I said, as long as no one gets hurt or died. And like one of my favorite sports things I've ever seen was the Malice in the Palace when the Indiana Pacers went
The
up in the
what?
stand. The Malice in the Palace. So so Detroit Pistons
Yeah.
play in the Palace of Auburn Hills. And that's when the Indiana Pacers got in the fights with the fans and went up in the
yeah.
stands and just started haymakering folks.
That's right. Yeah.
Fantastic viewing from home. And this is how I was there. I was like, this is awesome. I hope he isn't hurt, but this is awesome. So I root for chaos, and so
Yeah.
I found it quite enjoyable. I
Yeah,
didn't find it
yeah.
disgusting at all.
Well, yeah. Everybody ate it up. It went
So,
viral.
Oh, yeah. And then just stupid comments and everything out of hand. But
I mean,
anyway.
do you think a suspended indefinitely for the season is a little bit
Yeah,
harsh?
I think it's harsh.
I do too.
I mean,
honestly.
maybe 4 games would probably be good.
I think the entire season is harsh.
but not indefinitely season playoffs, the whole thing. Especially when the quarterback that started is just going to get a fine at worst.
Yeah.
Like they already said,
Yeah.
he's not getting suspended.
I do think that
so
was pretty harsh.
That's pretty whack.
Yeah.
So now we're moving into our picks, and we switched it up. We did it against the spread, and I do have to say, combined, I mean, Cody beat me
We kick ass.
4-0, and I got 3-1, but combined 7-8 against the spread is stupid.
What up?
Yeah, so we're going to see if we can keep that rolling. So to recap, last week,
It's pretty good.
we both had the Patriots -4 over the Eagles, which they covered.
Yeah.
So win there. I had the Jets, which were underdog against Washington, beat the shit out of them. So that was an easy W. You had the Bills over the Dolphins, same thing, easy W. And I picked the Saints -6 over the Bucks. That one was close, but they did cover.
Mm-hmm.
And you picked the Chiefs. You picked the Cowboys
Over Lions.
over Lions at -3,
Yeah.
which was a win.
Great game.
But here's the thing and then we both picked the Chargers Chiefs game. I picked Chargers +4.
Yeah.
You picked Chiefs -4.
Right.
You got the win there.
Right.
So that was a difference.
Yeah.
But here's why it's so interesting to get the spread. When you picked the Cowboys game, I told you Stafford was up in the air. It was at -3.
Yes.
A couple days later, they announced he was out, and the line went to -8.
Did it really?
So
And I still got it.
because
Oh,
how it is when you make your bet.
I didn't get it.
No, you did.
Well, I got the -3. Did they win
Yeah.
by 8?
No, that's
They
what
didn't, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like those lines can change,
I got you.
and moves in the week impact it. So like,
Okay.
if you place your bet on that Tuesday at -3,
And you can do that.
yes, and when you place your bet, it
Wow.
locks in.
Wow.
Whatever you bet, that's what
Okay.
you're locked in at. So like 3 days later, you're at
Man.
-8. You just got to steal.
I did.
With the Cowboys -3, and then
That's
Stafford
awesome.
gets announced that he's not playing, and it jumps. That's what I'm saying. That's the
Wow.
difference in the betting is
Yeah.
it can change, especially a quarterback of Stafford's
Fantastic.
caliber going down, sways the line huge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw Cowboys over Lions -3, and I was like, that's a no-brainer. I'm taking
Yeah.
that. Right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you would have done it later and still
Yeah.
went with it, -8, you would have lost.
Right. Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Just
That's
the
awesome.
bet. That's what makes the betting fun. Is it changes like that.
That is fun.
And also on the Chargers Chiefs, it wasn't necessarily a bad beat, but the Chargers missed a field goal that would have let them cover,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then the
that one was
Chargers
close.
are in the red zone, about trying to tie the game up. At the worst, they're going to kick a field goal to be down by 4 and go for the onside kick.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers throws the interception.
Oh.
Chiefs cover.
So does that make the show you were talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying. It wasn't necessarily a super bad
What was
beat.
that show?
Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah. What was it called?
It's just Scott Van Pelt does Sports Center on Sunday and Monday nights after the football games. But
it was called something. What was it
it's
called?
just bad beats of the week. Is
Bad beats? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And it wasn't.
that
I
a bad
said
beat?
no, it wasn't super bad. But what I was saying was that interception cost a lot of people or won people money
Yeah.
because it was. At the worst, you're kicking a field goal to go down by 4,
Yeah.
which would have pushed
Right.
or lost. Go for the onside kick, game over. But the points are there.
Yeah.
In this case, throws an interception, down by 7, game over.
This brings up an interesting question that I just realized I was going to ask you, but totally forgot up until now. So I'm a huge Barstool fan. I keep mentioning Barstool. They were posting like crazy about the parlay this weekend, and did you ever see that? Do you know what they were talking about, referencing?
Yes, dude. Well, I don't know what parlay, but I think we talked about it a little bit. It had to be the 49ers Cardinals game. And that's because that game that was like worst beat of the century.
Yeah, that was
bad.
Barstool Bets. I saw multiple posts. They were like, dude, when frickin' parlay loses the parlay or something like that. I forget what all the comments were, but they were heavily talking shit about it.
So
And it was in regards to that, you think?
So here's the situation. I think the 49ers were -10 against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The score is 30-26. The 49ers are up by 4
Okay.
with no time left, and the Cardinals start doing that pitch it around the field
Yeah,
maneuver, and they legit fumble. This is
Okay.
no time left on the clock.
Legit fumble.
Legit fumble.
No time on the clock.
No time on the clock.
It's just
49ers
whoever
up,
goes out or gets touched.
49ers up by 10. They up by 4. They pick up the ball, run it in for a touchdown.
No way.
Up by 10, cover, blow everyone's bets up with that one stupid.
Okay.
And that's the stuff
That
I'm
makes
talking about.
sense. That makes sense.
And you're talking about their parlay because that was what I would call a final leg.
Okay.
So say you made a 5-team parlay,
Yeah.
you've won 4.
Uh-huh.
You get you get the final leg this last game,
Which was going to happen.
and you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Is usually how it goes, and that blew their parlay up.
Oh, no way.
And so, like, it's a lose.
So that's why everybody went crazy on it.
Yes, because they
Okay.
probably put a lot of money on it. You made it through that many teams on a huge parlay. This is the last game.
And the odds of that happening are just like,
The odds of hitting a parlay are slim anyway.
but
And the more teams,
for the clock to be 0-0,
Oh,
these
dude.
motherfuckers are just
Yeah.
like tossing the ball around.
yeah,
They fumble it.
Yes, and just that the fact because most situations like that will happen.
Yeah.
But the team will pick it up and drop to the ground, so they don't in turn cause a fumble,
Right.
get a penalty. They want to make sure the game's over because they usually
They get down.
will just pick the ball, will just jump on the ball and go down.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
These guys picked it up and ran to the ran to the end zone. That is a bad beat.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a legit bad beat. And that's what I'm talking about. Like if you bet a game,
Crazy.
at least every weekend, every other weekend, you will see some of the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Dude,
And that's a perfect example of it.
I am finding a new interest in this sports betting.
It's very exciting.
And Barstool Bets keeps it interesting.
Oh yeah, dude, they do great.
And that's where I picked that up. So I've been meaning to ask you about that, and I'm glad I remembered that. But yeah, so that's what happened.
Yes,
Okay, that's crazy.
that's how that
That's
one
why
ended
everybody went
up.
crazy.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and make our picks for this week. Cody, actually, before we make our picks,
Yeah.
we have some beef to settle. The week before last week,
This long
Captain, there was
branch.
some this long branch. There was some confusion over your
Yeah,
picks.
Hey,
And a listener messaged me and said, "Hey,
keep me honest, guys.
I listened to the episode and you're right. Cody is wrong. His picks were not what he said they were.
Hey, I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And
was
I
wrong.
have the evidence to prove it,
You gonna roll it back?
and I'm going to play it right now.
Okay. Rams over Packers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun,
Yeah.
except the Packers are playing the other Los Angeles team. So, you still want to go with Los Angeles?
Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really screwed that one.
Man, Cody's gotten real confident over
Yeah.
here.
Who do the Rams play?
The Rams have a bye week.
Fucking hell. I really screwed that one up. So, and I can't pick.
Oh, that was great. That's too good. You ain't got that much wiggle room.
Son of a. All right, I'm just gonna go Packers over LA.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, clearly,
Cody switched up on us.
you know what's funny?
From the Chargers to the Packers. And last week he tried to say that I said he picked the Packers, and he convinced me otherwise.
So, hey, time out. So I had it written down as that, right, in my notes here. But clearly, as you just heard, I literally said Packers over the Chargers. So you got me.
All right,
And
we're-
shout out to that listener for keeping me honest.
All right,
Hey,
so
props.
we're gonna start a poll. Do you think Cody's cheating by accident or on purpose? So A or B, is Cody cheating? We know he's cheating. Now the question is he cheating on purpose or by accident?
Okay.
Let us know.
Okay.
No, Cody's up 5 games after the scoring adjustment,
Okay.
and we're going to
Still
go
feeling
in
pretty good.
Go into this week again. You won last week,
Especially
so
after my 4-0 win last week.
let's see
What
if
up?
we can keep that rolling. Because if we keep that magic going, we might be going to Vegas.
Hey,
so
take me with you. I've never been to Vegas.
let's hear your picks for this week.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Ravens over Rams -3.5.
Ravens -3.5. Okay.
49ers over Packers -3.
Ooh, that one's.
I know.
Okay,
I know. But the numbers are slim. I like it that way.
dude. I both those games I liked. Like I really wanted to get in on it, but I was nervous.
Yeah. Well,
So,
to me, I like a slim number because you have a better chance at obtaining that or getting
right.
that. But, I mean, the 49ers are going to win. So, Bills over Bronx, -4. And I kind of went out on a limb on this one. Saints over Panthers, -10.
Ooh, you
I know.
picked one of them big ones.
I know. I know.
All right, so
That was a gimme.
Cody,
that was a gimme.
So Cody's
Is
got
what that was.
-3.5 Ravens, 49ers -3, Bills -4, Saints -10. I also picked the Bills -4.
Okay.
I'm picking the Seahawks +1.5 versus the Eagles.
I almost picked that game.
Just because I'm still convinced the Eagles are trash.
Yeah.
Not because I have a bias, just because
I hope they upset.
they don't play well.
My concern was that they were going to upset Seahawks.
So I don't think there's any chance of that happening.
Okay. Please.
And if they do, it's going to be close, so they might still cover.
Okay.
And then I picked the Raiders -3 over the Jets.
Good one.
And then I finished it off with kind of a homer pick.
Okay.
But I like the Cowboys +7 against the Patriots because I do believe that game. I'm not saying the Cowboys
gonna
are
be
going to
close.
win.
Yeah, you're
Let me
saying-
clarify.
You're saying they're
It's
going to
be
lose.
it's going to be a close game, and I think they can cover.
Okay.
So like I think they might lose by like 4.
I
kind
like
of deal.
That. I like that. I feel good
and
about
if you
that.
can, if you do bet and you can get the Cowboys in a teaser and get them at +13, I'd be all over that.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's my picks. I got again Seattle +1.5, Raiders -3, Bills -4,
Chuck, thanks for my sports betting knowledge. Now,
Cowboys
by the way.
+7. Hey, dude, it's fun.
This is fun.
It's fun.
This is fun.
We've been trying to
I like it.
enlighten you for years now.
I like
so
Just
come
took
on.
me sitting down at a podcast.
come on
table.
in. The water's fine. But
What is that from? Is that the righteous?
oh brother, where art thou?
Okay. I was thinking
When he's in the river, he gets baptized.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dapper Dan.
Classic, yeah. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
That's a
Classic
great
movie.
That's
Classic.
a great movie.
Oh man, but I think we've taken up plenty of time tonight. That's gonna do it for another episode of Modern Dude Chat. As always, check us out on social media. Find us anywhere across the board at Modern Dude Chat. If you're listening, help us out. Subscribe, like, review, comment,
Screenshot.
do all the good things.
Screenshot the episode. Put it in your story. Tell your friends. Tell
Share
your
it, man. We
freaking
got to grow
friends
this thing.
about
We got to
this
grow this
podcast.
thing. So
we're coming into season 2 hot next year. So
yep, we're trying. We're trying.
and we're calling it season 2 because I'm gonna.
We're putting the effort in, and we think we're doing good things. We
Yeah.
will keep it going. So help us out. Do what you can. We appreciate it. And
Yes.
if you want to tell me how awesome I am, you can find me at Modern Chuck. If you want to tell Cody about how bad he's cheating at picking these games, you can find him
Yes. Cody Murph, CODYMURF.
at. That's gonna do it. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.